Bigger topics condensed to easier understanding just to simplify sustainability. Let's learn together. So can you take me through school and what you've done till today that has gotten you into Stanford Law?
Yeah, so I don't think it was anything in school really that got me into it. But after the 12th grade, for the longest time, I thought I was going to be a doctor, to be honest. I think it's because in India, you only have two career options. Either you get into medicine or you get into engineering. And that's how I always thought that, oh, well, I'll pick that one because I just didn't know how to do like physics or chem or anything of that. But I decided in the 11th grade that I didn't really like biology. And I thought that that was quite a big prerequisite for being a doctor. So it wasn't going to work out. So in the 12th grade, I dropped a year. I just took a gap year and I just wanted time to figure out what I wanted to do. And during that time, I worked for an NGO called Make a Difference. So they taught children around the country. We went and we raised funds. We went to orphanages, and there was this one little exercise that they made us do as part of the team building thing about if there's one thing that you want to do in your life, what would it be? And I think it was that whole year that kind of shaped me because I knew that if there's one thing I wanted to do, it was to have an impact on someone's life that just wasn't myself. Like I wanted to do something more than just sit in an office and, I don't know, help companies do. I don't know. It was just not like I needed to do something more. And that's when I decided to get into law because I met another lawyer there who was studying at the time. And there's just so much power in the amount of ability to make change that law provided. And that's how I got into it. And then that took me to GNLU, Gujarat National Law University. And
5 years there. And then what did you do?
I spent 5 years there and I entered law school thinking, well, there were two things I could possibly get into. Either human rights, which was the one thing that got me there in the first place, or environment, because it was something good. But I was drawn to environmental law there because, and it's not like I was particularly like an environmental person back in school. I don't think I was. I don't think you were.
I was.
I don't think you, but we weren't as driven to make it our careers.
Like, of course, because there wasn't enough information.
Correct.
We didn't know enough. We got introduced in grade 6 randomly to a subject called environmental education. And that sort of clicked a bell. I mean, not clicked a bell, sorry, rang a bell.
Yeah.
And sort of started something. But yeah, career-wise, of course, like we didn't know enough at that time.
Yeah, and I think actually maybe it clicked a bell for you or rang a bell for you, but it didn't do that for me. I think like when they teach you those things, it becomes something that you just have to mug up or you just have to just digest all of that information without really understanding the implications of it. So that's really not what motivated me to get into it. But during my internships in law school, I got to clerk with a judge who was in the Delhi High Court, who's now one of the youngest women Supreme Court judges. Amazing. Justice Seema Kohli.
Oh, shout out to Justice Seema Kohli.
She's amazing. And I did an internship in every sphere of environmental. Like I worked with people who drafted EI reports, so environmental impact assessment reports, and a law firm and a litigation firm and a policy space, all dealing with environment. And then I narrowed down on litigation because it's just so thrilling. I truly believe it is the best job in the world. And I spent 2 years doing that right after law school.
Nice. And then now you just graduated from Stanford Law.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And, I'm sure that took immense, I don't know if there's a bigger word than immense, tremendous amount of hard work. So what was your sort of motivation? Okay, you've done 5 years as a, backbreaking law student. Why did you want to take another year to do your master's?
So technically, I actually worked for 4 years before I went for my master's, but Stanford has been a dream since I was in my third year of law school,
Okay.
because I realized that it's not enough to just go through the rigors of law school. You have to do extracurriculars. You have to shape. So I started shaping everything that I was doing, keeping this one Stanford thing as my goal. And it took 6 years, and then 6 years of prep and 6 years of like just working towards that one goal. And that's what got me to Stanford.
Want to watch the whole podcast? Head over to Sephra's Green and Greener Show or SGGS podcast right now.